People living near a huge rubbish dump next to the M62 in East Yorkshire are calling for action to be taken against the operators. The site near Gilberdyke has grown in recent months and is now causing friction between people who live nearby and the company which runs it. Our environment correspondent, Siobhan Robbins, has the story.
Kevin Clifford has lived opposite this tip near Gilberdyke for years, but in the last 6 months it has literally become a growing problem.
The issue is a simple one, really. Planning consent was given for 8 metres, and they're seriously in breach of that. It's 18 metres over double, and there seems to be no enforcement. The height is relative to the number of wagons that's now coming on. You know, upwards of 100 wagons per day, large wagons, 8-wheelers, you know, carrying 20, 30 tonnes, running through the village, spreading dirt and muck about, litter. It obviously has a serious impact on the value of people's houses.
The problem is too much rubbish has been dumped here. This mound is 10 metres higher than it should be, standing at 18 metres rather than the 8 metres that was allowed. And last year, at least 11,000 extra tonnes of rubbish were dumped here, meaning the site broke its annual limit. Aside from the smell, the litter and the height, people living nearby are angry that East Riding councils let it get this far.
There are two real questions that I think need to be asked. The first is with the East Riding of Yorkshire Planning, why they're not taking enforcement action which will stop them tipping above 8 metres. The second thing is a question that I'd like to put to the Environment Agency, and that is why they transferred the tipping licence, you need a tipping licence to tip on here, to the new owners, knowing that A, the site was way above the permitted levels, and B, knowing that they had no proper facilities for washing the vehicles when they come off the site.
So how has it managed to grow so big in such a short period?
One of the first points that we look at is basically whether we can negotiate with the actual operator of the site to ensure that they can actually bring the height and the levels down.
It was your responsibility to enforce the planning rules you had in place, 8 metres. It's not like it's just gone half a metre too far, it's gone 10 metres too far.
We appreciate that there is a problem on this site. It's not as though we're just not doing anything about it. We're working with the community, the Environment Agency and the operator to try and negotiate to bring the levels down. There is the option of enforcement proceedings that the authority can take, and the authority are looking at that as an issue.
Owners City Plant Limited have to tell the Environment Agency by next Friday how they'll solve the problem. They said they are looking at reducing the level of rubbish, and for locals that day couldn't come soon enough. Siobhan Robbins, BBC Look North, Newport, near Gilberdyke.
Well, the story of the large tip near to the M62, that's another one you might want to comment on if you live close to a refuse tip. What's it like for you? If you want to email in, looknorth@bbc.co.uk, the text number is there as well.